Alri,
Dum,
you're up.
dum, dum.
I would like to point out of these Rift Keepers, this one has been hit. That's it.
You don't even fucking need me.
No, I do need you. How else am we going to get hit points back? When I
He's
sacrifice.
literally just going to keep sacrificing it again.
Exactly. Okay, we're good. We gonna drop a well of power on myself.
Okay.
I don't know what the go away dice roller. Well of power. I can have 3 active at once. Combatants that occupy the square get plus tier plus 2, so plus 4 damage on their first damage dealing action round each round.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attempt to hit that one with antagonize.
Okay.
And I get a 5.
Okay. As he takes, and this is
He
your
has
roll.
no effect.
Okay, this is
This is going to be the respawned demon.
okay.
Oh, and he's sustained, so he's just going to take damage.
Okay.
The other one.
What?
So he has no other effects, but my one.
This one is antagonized, right?
That one was.
Yeah.
Sustaining for free, plus he has a hex on him from Woebringer. Will give me a D8 instead of a D6. He takes 17 points.
Okay, and that's on top of the 6 that you just took, right?
No, the 6 is going to be on this one.
Okay, so the other
one's the sustained damage.
Okay.
And I will not be sustaining the one that I hit him with. I was just trying to do damage.
Okay. Okay, so that guy is looking a little rough as your...
That one's the pixie.
Okay. Well, if I would have known... Now, is it that you have to keep the effect going like each turn, or...
The sustain effect, I sustain for free.
Okay.
I have a sustain limit of 2.
Okay, I just wanted to make
which
sure,
is
because
my
actually that guy
current
probably...
Woebringer and my antagonist.
Okay, that means that guy probably could have already been dead then.
I think Oh yeah, because he would have taken damage last turn too.
Yep.
So he should have taken 4d8 this
Okay,
turn.
so...
Yeah, that's another 19 points.
Yeah, okay, so that guy just dies. We'll just...
Not bad.
I'll say retroactively, but please make sure that you're keeping track of that next time.
Yeah, I was worried about trying to make sure Ghaexo stayed up last turn.
Okay, so...
yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and sustain that one, since the other one's dead then.
Okay.
And he's got a little demon floating around him, stabbing with the
So 19
little
points?
spear. No, he only took the base, the initial 6.
Yeah, so 6
for the cast
and
for this turn.
did... Okay. Okay.
No, the other damage was the damage from last turn to the guy that's dead
Okay.
now.
Just wanted to clarify. Okay, so that's going to
Yeah,
take
we're
us
good.
to top of initiative. Who wants to go first?
I mean, if no one wants to go first, I'll take it.
I don't care. It's up to y'all now.
All right, sure. I'll take the first turn.
I'll take second if you don't mind, Mr.
Yeah.
Alec.
Okay.
Sure. I'm gonna move here. Yeah, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
That's my slow action, you know.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Garden of Thorns.
And
That's a piercing.
yeah, that's also because your piercing is ridiculously high right now.
Yes, it is. So
14.
they both take 8 damage, and they get a stack of poison.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get this up.
And that's my whole entire turn. I just,
Yep.
like, hey, baby, I'm here.
Okay. You put your palm on the ground. The thorns shoot out, and you just see that where they get kind of stuck with the thorns, you see that they're like these, like, their veins start to fill purple in that area and starting to kind of pulse through their bodies.
Yes.
They are going to go, though. They are not looking great. Okay, so the first guy, no, unfortunately, he's not able to do that. So what he's going to
heal that big boy.
he's going to take a step over here, and then he's going to teleport to the ground and get that far away.
gonna cancel the teleportation. I'm like, no, sir. Go down to 4 and just,
And this guy's going to jump over to where the ladder is, and then he's going to teleport over here and try to make a run for it. Okay, Ari, you're up.
Yeah, so I guess amplify or sustain.
Okay.
So plus an extra die. He's got 2 conditions on him. That'll be 3d10. He takes 17 points of damage. That one.
Okay. Yeah. You see that as they're like taking chunks out of him, he starts to fall to his knees. And it's just like, no. It like spits out like almost like this purple infused blood from the poison that's now racking his body. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Is now 15.
Oh, he's not dead yet.
No, he's not dead yet. Surprisingly, I know.
Oh, wait, sorry. He takes an additional 4 points of damage. If that matters.
Actually, it might. Yep, that actually kills him.
Yeah, will of power.
Okay. Okay. There is one guy left. Ugarth, it's your turn.
No, it isn't. I still have 4 actions to perform.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Okay, you know what? We'll do this for the sake of brevity, because at this point it's basically just going to be a chase more than anything. Do you guys want to capture or kill?
Kill?
Capture.
I'm going to go with capture.
Okay.
Alright, I got outvoted.
Okay. So,
I'm going to drop 3 healing dues on Ghaexo.
No, it's okay. You don't have to.
No, you're getting 30 health back. I know that the encounter's about to be over, but I don't know if this one's going to try any.
At this point, the encounter is over. You have this one Rift Keeper that is left. Sorry, let me find my notes on that very quickly. You guys have this guy on his knees in front of him, or in front of your group. There are dead bodies that are all around you at this point. What would you like to do? You have this guy in your
Captivity.
Yeah, in your captivity, and you guys are able to make a vote. You can search the area, you can examine the creatures, and you can search the mages. Actually, I need a quick count on what your guys' campaign clock is. Actually,
4.
Okay, so you're at 4 right now. So
yeah, last I checked it was 4. Yes.
Okay, so also
unless something added to it tonight, we were at 4 at the end of.
Give me 1 second, because you guys did win. The woman we're gonna say is the one that was like the first one that you guys dropped. She coughs up a knot of blood as you approach. She fumbles for her staff, but gives up when she realizes that it's too far away. Go ahead, she wheezes with her last breath. I knew I shouldn't have taken this job. That's what I get for trusting bureaucrats. Her head lolls to the side as she dies, leaving you alone in the eerie silence of the Silverglades, aside from the one that you have captured. I need you guys to add 3 to your campaign clock.
I'm sorry, what? 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was a big combat encounter here that adds time. Okay.
That didn't take any time at all. 3's a lot for like.
That's what it did after your last fight too.
Fair enough. You're right.
Plus 3 for 50 seconds. Wow.
Well, the thing is that this isn't like D&D. It doesn't say that a turn takes a specific amount of time. So, what would you guys like to do out of the options I presented? You guys can search the area, examine the creatures, or search the mages.
Search the mages. Search the mages. Sorry, I took an executive decision. Y'all can stop.
No, you're fine.
No, I want to search the mages.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, you listen here. I don't know who you think you are, but we're going to search the mages.
I need you guys to give me a sleight of hand check for everybody participating in this. And if you have the Rift Keepers as an anchor, you can claim a stack of advantage.
Hey, I get advantage.
Oh, I didn't know that you had the Rift Keepers as...
I didn't even need it.
Okay, so you start kind of picking through the pockets of the dead mages, and their cloaks are lined with dozens of small pockets holding all kinds of junk. Most of it's worthless, but one hidden pouch contains a small bag of gold coins stamped with the city seal of Summit. I need you to add one to the campaign clock. Do you have a smuggling anchor?
No.
Yes.
Alex does. Oh, look at
I
that.
do as well.
So because you have a smuggling anchor, you get 7 gold pieces instead of the usual 5.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Just specifically?
Yeah. Well, he finds a grand total of 7. That can go to your as a party fund.
We have a total of 17 currently.
Nice.
Okay. So you also have this Rift Keeper in front of you, just kind of bleeding, and the poison starting to subside from his body a little bit. What do you even want from me?
Bagels.
Bagels?
I'm sorry, that was just a... No.
No, bagels. Can you
What
get
did I
us
just
bagels?
What did I just do? I'm
What do
sorry.
you want bagels for? You
Metaphorical
maniacs!
bagels.
Look around. We're kind of hungry now. Took
Look,
a lot out of us.
listen, you started the trouble. You see, we were mere inspectors, and you did not believe us, and you started trouble.
Well, to be
And now
fair,
I want bagels.
You're not really inspectors. Inspectors don't know how to fight like that.
If you can believe it, you can achieve it.
I swear I've seen that slogan. So do you own a t-shirt line?
Not at the moment, no.
I think you should.
I appreciate the concern. But listen, my friend, we were simply want to pass by. So here is what I propose. You will let us go through. We will leave you alone to tend to your wounds. And we will never speak of this event ever again.
Unless you have a faster way through the forest. I don't want to go through the forest.
Well, if you're trying to get to the Port of Dreams, this is really going to be the only quick way. It's not too far from here, though. I can tell you that much.
The little portal thing. Can you?
No, that's only a magic that us Rift Keepers are aware of. But I'll tell you what. I propose a trade. You let me live, and I'll tell you everything that I know.
How long is that going to take, friend?
Look, I will talk quickly if time is of the essence to you.
Time is always of the essence. We're speed running.
I'm with Alex on this. Is he telling the truth?
I believe you guys have insight, correct?
We do.
Yeah. Is he telling the truth?
I'll say that you guys can go ahead and give me insight checks, and because you guys have him captured and it's currently 3-1, and you just slaughtered everybody around him, you guys can all have a stack of advantage.
Because he's a Rift Keeper, do I still get a stack of advantage?
Oh,
yeah, I'll you know what? I'll say yes.
Baby, honey, I have the insight.
I succeed 3 times.
Okay, there, yeah. So, really, you get 2. You get a 2. You just take your highest one. That's how advantage works. Yeah, it's 3-1. And he's not looking in great shape. This guy, at this point, he will do anything if you let him live.
All right, you cut off there. Could you repeat that last?
It's just that it is 3-1. This guy is scared crapless, and he is going to tell you the truth if it means that he gets to live.
Who means? Let's say you boys. Give him the opportunity.
Okay, look. Rather simple. Us Rift Keepers were hired by Lady Machia to sabotage the sky elevator and the chain that connects Ghaexo to the Silver Blades. The Chasers are preparing to sever other structures that attach Gelspar to Adriel. Look, we don't really know why Lady Machia wishes the missions carried out, just that she wants it done quickly and quietly. Look, if it's up to me, I bet that our leadership is going to benefit from this in some way, otherwise they wouldn't have sent us out all the way to Adriel while we're dealing with our own stuff back home. And just for a brief reminder, the Chasers are the gang that Baron Maddox is working with to be able to get his things done. But it seems as though they are basically planning on betraying him and destroying Gelspar, which he's trying to save.
They control the Goldspar slums, right?
Yes.
So what do y'all think?
I think we cut his tongue out and let him leave.
What? No, we had a deal.
Shh. Sir, we said we would let you live. Now, we are willing to do that, but there might be conditions.
Ugarth, he looks at you. Please, sir, you seem to be an honorable man. You couldn't let them do this to me.
Look, I'm a man of my word. He told us what we needed. That is all.
I'm just saying, if he comes back with more...
If he comes back with more, then more will die. Go, and do not turn back.
You see that he quickly grabs his staff and then teleports out of there.
I'm getting too old for this.
Alright, lethal weapon.
That tongue would have made a nice medallion. Saying you can use them for many things.
Are you sure you're the guys I was hired to work with?
Depends who hired you.
Baron Kendrick Maddox.
I know. I have it on. Okay. I have it on my ankles.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. You're doing great.
Thanks. Look, let's just get the job done. Doesn't matter who hired me.
Yeah! What?
I suggest we get through this forest as fast as possible. It's not a very safe place.
Okay, so does that mean that you guys are going to leave for the Port of Dreams?
Yes.
Okay. Because you guys did get quite a bit of additional information, I'm going to say that add one more to the campaign clock, please.
Okay.
9.
To be fair, you're actually a lot lower than average, probably.
Woo!
Yes, because we only added 4 in the first
Yeah, no
speed
kidding.
run.
No kidding. Okay, so you guys make your way through the Silver Glades, and eventually you see the outline of the Port of Dreams. This is located at the far eastern tip of Adriel. It's one of the lesser marinas of the Windfall Harbor. The port is primarily used for personal travel by local residents, with only a token customs force monitoring the commercial comings and goings. This lax oversight makes the Port of Dreams very popular with smugglers. Those of you that have the smuggler anchor, like you guys would recognize this as like, oh yeah, like we like it here. It's the perfect place to launch a covert expedition. To get to it, you have to go through the Red Market, a sprawling bazaar in the middle of Windfall Harbor. The Red Market takes its name from the enormous bolts of crimson cloth draped above the district to shield the stalls and customers from the sun during the day. The Red Market is not as dangerous as Gelspar, but that doesn't mean it's perfectly safe either. Although it is still hours until dawn, the narrow streets already teem with people, more than a few of them likely pickpockets and thieves, and the fragrant stalls are abuzz with the din of hagglers. When the sun is at its peak, a walk that should take 20 minutes will take more than an hour in the dense crush of people. You'll have to hurry if you want to make it to the port before traffic clogs the streets. And as you guys make your way into this encounter, a woman wrapped in a drab shawl bumps into you as you head down one of the central market lanes. "Come with me," she whispers as she passes. "I have something for you." Her voice sounds vaguely familiar. You'll have to follow the woman immediately or lose her in the crowd. Do you pursue her?
Go.
Did you say no?
I said I go.
Oh.
So I go.
Okay. So
I guess we go.
when you turn back,
Make my way downtown.
the woman stands in the middle of the street, grinning and swinging your coin purse in her hand. You recognize her as the woman you saved on the Hacksaw Bridge. Her left arm is in a sling, but otherwise she seems to have recovered well enough from her ordeal. You should be more careful, she says. You never know who you'll run into in this part of town. She
robbed you.
Yeah, she did. She leads you into an alley behind a wooden cart stacked with smelly jugs of fermented milk. Leaning against the sandstone wall, she pulls an odorous wedge of cheese from Rhodes, takes a bite, grimaces, but continues chewing. Ugh, stale. But it was a steal, so no one to blame but myself, she says, tucking the wedge back inside her shawl. Look, I'm no good at this sort of thing. Generally keep to myself, you know? But you helped me out of a tight spot, and I suppose some kind of thanks is in order. She tosses you a small leather pouch secured with a tight drawstring. You open it to find a pinch of fine white powder inside. A taste of last night's score, she says. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Or not. That'll fetch a decent price on the open market. She opens your purse and removes a coin before throwing you the rest. Sorry, but I don't do this for free, you know. A girl has to take something for her time. Besides, I know people who would kill for that. So getting it at cost is quite the bargain. The next time we do business, if there is next time, you won't even know a deal took place. I wish you well in your future endeavors, and I hope we never meet again. You keep a tight grip on your possessions as the woman brushes past and disappears into the flow of street traffic. It takes you a moment to realize the smell coming from your coin purse is a stale wedge of cheese she must have stashed inside before returning it. I need to know, do any of you have the Adriel anchor?
Adriel, no. I have heart crystals and sky sailing.
Okay. Eric, you don't have Adriel as an anchor, correct?
Nope.
Okay. So I need you guys to add one to the campaign clock.
Did she just hand me cocaine?
That's what I'm thinking.
Hang on. Give me 1 second. You guys need to subtract 1 gold piece from your inventory and add a wedge of cheese to your inventory. There's also a crystalline powder that you will add. Give me 1 quick second. Because there is something that you guys can do real quick.
Inventory. Wedge.
I'll be right back.
Cheese. Another item in inventory.
Oh, I need to know if any of you guys have the Hearth Crystal or Street Drugs as an anchor.
I think Diego said that he had Hearthstone. I can't view though.
Diego, do you have Hearth Crystal as an anchor?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. So you do recognize this crystalline powder as a street drug that is known as Pixie.
Ooh.
You do know that this. There are people that use this as a way to kind of enhance their ability to resist magical effects from time to time in the city. But you also know that it happens to have a rather disastrous side effect if you use it that way. But you also know that these things are actually rather valuable in the market. So from a game standpoint, what happens is that this gives you if you use it, you have a +10 to resistance until the end of the encounter, but you suffer a stack of poison that can't be removed until the end of the counter as well. Because you were able to identify this as fixed, you can sell it for 15 gold pieces. And I'm assuming that none of you guys have the local trade anchor.
No. Oh, hey, it's free.
Ugarth, you don't have local trade, correct?
I do not, sir.
Okay. So yeah, you guys just get 15 pieces if you decide to sell it. But you shove your way through the bazaar and reach the Peerless Pier, where several modest airships are moored to long docks that jut like teeth into the empty sky beyond. Sailors scurry around, tossing thick coils of rope and leaping from ship to pier without concern for the bottomless drop below. Airships come and go, flitting off into the darkness like fireflies. There's no sign of your contact yet, and giving you some time to peruse the nearby stands. The selection in the Port of Dreams is sparser than in the Red Market, If you need any equipment or supplies, now would be your last chance to shop. Now, out of the things that you have available to you, there's the hedge apothecary, the ample anvil, the old salt, which is a sailing supply, and the ample anvil. You could probably take a wild guess what that is. Or you can just leave the shops and you can look for Hob, your contact.
I do suggest that if you would like to make any shopping, we avoid the anvil. They're not too fond of me.
Okay.
What'd you do to them?
Street things happen here in the streets.
Street smarts.
Street life.
I think I'm okay.
So you have the apothecary sells potions and salves. You guys will be vaguely aware that the sailing supply gives you all kinds of skyship supplies and everything like that. And the smithy gives you guys can provide gear that benefits from maintenance and whatnot.
And I'm good right now, so I don't know about you people.
Would we know what kind of potions are generally available? Or would we have to go to find out?
Give me a knowledge check, please. Okay, you know that there are a variety of kind of buffing potions that are available, as well as salves that are meant for healing at the hedge.
Well, does anyone need some enhancements for the road?
No, I don't believe I do. How much would such enhancements cost?
For this part of town, your best guess would probably be 5 gold pieces at the least, 15 at the most. That's just like the rough estimate on prices just in this area.
I think for the moment I'll play it off. Maybe next time.
Okay, so that's 2 voting for no.
And that'll be a no from me as well.
Okay.
I myself.
So a few shopkeepers call out when they realize that you're leaving, but you ignore them and turn your attention to the street. After a few minutes, a cherubic-looking man emerges from the crowd, briefly making eye contact with a nod. He weaves through passerby without bumping anyone or dropping the kebabs he holds in both hands, ducking and spinning as if following a path only he can see. The man's ruddy cheeks are covered in a thin layer of sweat and dirt. It would be easy to pass him off as a drunkard if not for the strange grace of his movements. He gets up to you and whispers, "This way," followed by the smell of roasted meat and herbs. He does not wait to see if you keep up. You also keep pace. Just when you think you've lost him, you spot him waving from behind a boathouse. "No names," he snaps. "If anyone asks, I have nothing to do with Kendrick's little expedition. Come on." Hob slides a loose board out from the boathouse wall and slips through the narrow gap. A guard dog sniffs at your feet as you enter, but goes back to sleep when it sees Hob has finished his kebabs. The main door of the shack is padlocked from within. A room is empty save for an assortment of mismatched rugs covering the floor. Hob peels one back to reveal a trapdoor and ladder. You descend several stories to a horseshoe-shaped landing with a battered airship floating in the middle of it. The Gilded Drake is painted in peeling white letters on the hull. "There she is," says Hob, beaming like a salesman. "One fine airship in good working order. Even comes with a retractable cannon." Hobbs' assessment is fanciful at best. The metal hull is caked with rust, while the sails and cannon both seem likely to fall off at the first sign of turbulence. Still, the vessel appears to be generally skyworthy. Hob boards and flits about the cockpit, hitting switches and pulling levers before giving the engine a good kick. The airship rumbles to life. "Takes her a few minutes to get warmed up," he says. "Might as well make yourselves comfortable while you wait." The ship's upper deck consists of the cockpit and threadbare quarters for a crew. The lower deck is an empty cargo hold. You set down your gear and take a quick tour of the vessel. So this is a divergence crossroad, which means that you guys are able to kind of do as you please in this case. I'm going to go ahead and read the options for you guys, and you don't have to go as a full group. You can examine the drive crystal and cockpit, or you can search the hold. Those are the 2 options.
I'm going to go to the hold. I don't want to be anywhere near the cockpit.
I'm going to go to the cockpit.
Okay.
I'll go to the hold.
Okay. So those of you that are going to the hold, I need you guys to give me a stealth skill check And if you have smuggling or hob as an anchor, you can have a stack of advantage.
Nope.
Oh,
I was close, though. At 9.
Okay, so you spend a few minutes poking at the walls to search for hidden compartments. Unfortunately, you're unable to find any hidey holes. Hob would not have left anything to value, so it's probably not much of a loss. Ugarth, I need you to give me a focus skill check, please. And if you have Hearth Crystal, Navigation, or Airship Repair, you can have a stack of advantage.
I'll need it.
Okay. You spend a few minutes familiarizing yourself with the controls. Everything is in a state of disrepair, but it's a standard vehicle and should not be too difficult to pilot. However, you notice something strange when you examine the drive crystal that powers the airship. The matrix of shards has been rearranged to conceal a hollow space at its core, where a piece of another crystal hovers like the needle of a compass. Someone with another piece of the same crystal would have no trouble tracking your vessel. You cannot remove the shard without risking the integrity of the Drake's core, but you make note of the tracker, knowing someone may be monitoring your expedition. Your investigation also reveals some inefficiencies with the ship's design. After a few tweaks, you're able to increase the ship's performance. The result will save you a bit of time. You get to subtract 1 from the campaign clock.
woo!
So after a little bit, the Gilded Drake is purring softly when you rejoin Hob. He hands you a glass compass with a crystal shard floating inside. Don't know how Kendrick managed to get his hands on a shard from the new Hearth Crystal, he grumbles, but it seems to be the real deal. I rigged this up special just for him. Pieces of crystal are attracted to each other, so what I do, I wired it into a compass so it'll always point you in the right direction. He beams at you as if expecting praise. It does not seem to matter whether he receives it or not. Anyway, he continues, it's been pointing to the northern azure, but there's no telling how far away the source crystal is. You better get going. I can't guarantee your path will be open for much longer. You look back at the ship's hull with its ramshackle patches of sheet metal, listing mast, and rusted cannon. She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, he says. Now, if there's nothing else, I'll see you on your way. He appears eager to be rid of you and grows visibly nervous the longer you stay on the launch platform. Maybe he's simply concerned about the time, or maybe he has his own reasons for wanting you gone. You guys are going to be presented with some options here. You can inspect the hull. I just want to do a quick verification. You guys have your campaign clock is less than 13, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Also, Alex just knocked one off.
Yeah.
Hey.
Even without that, we were still below that.
Yeah. You can inspect the hull, you can interrogate Hob, or you can board and depart.
Bored.
Yeah, I'm bored.
I guess we boarded.
Okay.
Speed run!
Speed run!
Okay, you have learned all you can expect to learn from a man as cagey as Hob. You gather your gear, make final adjustments to your crystal shard compass, and prepare for a departure.
I feel like that was a bit of a lie. I feel like we definitely could have learned more.
Do any of you have navigation as an anchor?
No. I have sailing, sky sailing.
Okay, then that's a no. After you board, Hob closes the door of the ship without wishing you good fortune. He raises the boathouse door, which opens to the wide ventilation network beneath the streets of Adriel. You ease the ship out of the dock and thread your way through the maze until you emerge unseen from an exhaust port on the underside of the Red Market. You join the flow of traffic moving away from the city, breaking away once you pass the shell of the abandoned cargo ship, marking the unofficial edge of Adriel's airspace. No one remembers what happened to that barren husk of twisted metal, but all they know is that but they all know it well as a signpost marking the beginning of the northern azure. You enter the open sky beyond the safety of the port. If you do not return, you will be forgotten along with the rest of the debris. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. You guys have successfully completed Act 2 of the Skies of Axia.
Hello.
Hope everybody enjoyed listening to us be dumb.
Right.
You all come back and watch us continue to be dumb.
All right. Well, with that, we are going to go ahead and cut it here. I hope you all had as much fun watching this as we did recording it. I know that we're still kind of getting used to, kind of recording. Most of the time we just play for home games, but this is the group, and we will see you guys next time.